What's up, guys? Welcome to Motivation Mondays. So today's video, it kind of piggybacks off the topics of the last couple weeks' videos, but it is kind of its own unique topic that I have something to rant about here. Do you know what a toxic person looks like? Like, I know that's like an incredibly bullshit, like, Facebook meme, feel-good, new agey kind of, oh, toxic people. I'm an introvert. I'm an empath. You know? But in all seriousness, there is a classification of person that you can really only refer to as toxic. These are people like sociopaths. These are people with narcissistic personality disorder. These are people with borderline personality disorder. Mental problems that for all intents and purposes prevent them from properly understanding the impact of their actions on other people. For all intents and purposes, these people do not have a conscience, and in some cases, the only thing preventing them from committing crimes against you is fear that there would be punishment from the law, because no matter who it is in their life, they are 100% okay with doing anything bad to them. Now, the reason I bring this up, I know this is like a music channel, what the fuck am I talking about sociopaths for? The reason I bring this up is that there was recently some kind of study that I saw, which kind of fits with the anecdotal evidence that I know, that most people know at least one person on this spectrum of toxicity. And of that, there's a sizable percentage for whom that person on the toxic spectrum is someone very close to them. And it got me thinking about it, okay? That person has probably at some point done something to fuck up your motivation, to make you think less of yourself, or make you think that you shouldn't try to do something that you want to do. And it put me on like this philosophical tangent where I'm thinking to myself, I know I've known people like that, and I know that I know people who know people like that. And yeah, it does typically manifest in such a way where you don't really want to bother trying at something because these people belittle you so much. Best case scenario, they verbally belittle you so much. Worst case scenario, they're violent. That you end up with absolute shit self-esteem. Your self-esteem is in the gutter, and you don't think you're worth anything, so you don't think it's worth trying anything. And so I was looking into this, and there's this weird tendency that we tend to have to not want to cut toxic people out of our lives. And pretty much every psychologist, famous psychologist throughout history, has tried to answer this question. Freud blamed the whole thing on shitty parental dynamics, that it was a learned thing that the child learned from their parents, and now they're you know, it's the stereotype that all strippers have daddy issues. You know, they had a shit relationship with their father, and now they are trying to fix that relationship through bad relationships with other men. They're almost allowing themselves to be objectified. I'm sorry, by the way, I probably shouldn't say stripper. I think the politically correct term is sex worker. I don't want to end up on Gawker or something. Anyway, alternatively, Carl Jung tried to explain it as our interactions with people are mirrors through which we deal with damaged parts of ourselves. And so the reluctance to cut out toxicity is deep down a way that we're trying to fix the toxic parts of us by dealing with toxic people. You know, there are no satisfactory explanations for this psychological phenomenon other than the classical cycle of abuse model, where we just don't know any better. We're just stupid. And so we just stick with what we know. And if what we know is being treated terribly, then anything but that feels foreign and scary. As weird as that is to say. But I was thinking about it and like, yeah, if it were me, and it has been me, if it were me, what I do is literally just burn all the bridges to these people. no contact. Block them on social media, block their number, whatever the fuck. Just no contact at all. And I think that that is what everyone needs to do when they're dealing with these types of people. But I understand not everyone can do that. If you're still stuck living with an abusive parent and you don't want to go to child services, then unfortunately you're shit out of luck. The best thing you can do is learn self-defense, and when they get violent better than them. But even after someone has been cut out of someone's life, we tend to still listen to the echoes of what they would say. There's this weird festering thing that lingers behind after you cut out someone. And I think that is a lot of the trouble that we run into in terms of self-confidence. If you've known someone like this, is you still expect their criteria to matter in your life. And until you can rationalize that this person literally never had your best interest at heart, literally always was exploiting you in some way or another, you'll still listen to them. So it is so crucial, if you have known someone like this, to completely cut them out, mentally as well. Really examine your thoughts. Really ask yourself every time a negative self-talk starts up, go, where's that coming from? Where have I heard that before? 9 times out of 10, you know exactly where you've heard that before. But really, you have a choice. Everyone does. There's a choice toward continuing to be a victim, either because of the people still in your life or because of their echo, or start putting yourself first and see what changes that makes in your life, because they are incredible changes. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching. I have new videos on motivation and creative mindsets coming out every Monday, as well as other music lessons coming out every single day, including marketing, instrumentation, songwriting, audio engineering. I aim to make this channel the single destination for anything and everything you need to achieve success in music.